Last time we have learned about corridor, how prepare corridor, and what are the requirements of corridor. Now corridor is basically the actual result of your all hard working in Civil 3D. If corridor is completed, it means you have done your work almost in Civil 3D related your road project or channel project. Because I always use as channel because road is a very important in Civil 3Ds because without Civil 3Ds or eagle points, normally Civil 3D is more advanced, much more advanced than eagle point. So it's basically the need of the transport engineers who are going to planning for roads and designing roads, geometric design. So structural design you can use Excel. So normally the water supply engineer may also use contour by preparing the channels. So it's also very important for the irrigation side and also some artificial or gravity flows. So corridors we need to understand basic properties in corridor. Actually, if you select the corridors, this window will be appear, and this window here we have corridor properties, rebuild corridor. If you have changed your alignment, you have changed your cross section, you have changed your profile, you need to rebuild the corridor. You need to update the corridor. Then a corridor surfaces add baseline. Actually baseline you can see that if you have more baselines it means that you are providing very good if in properties we will explain this one. This is a little bit tricky. Then we have the edit target is basically depend on the cross section assembly of civil 3D. It will it will show you the target of the surface, which surface your side slope will need to connect, will need to touch. Then you have split regions. Normally roads we have bridges, we have narrow passages, we have underpasses. So we need to split these regions for to admit or insert additional assembly, because last time I told you assembly is little bit assembly is actually the cross section. So for tunnels we have different cross section, for roads we have different cross section, for bridges we have different cross sections. Add regions. Then we need to add additional regions. The same purpose of the split region or add some additional regions. Edit frequency means that we are providing the cross section of we need to apply that assembly after how much distance. Maybe it like I will click here, so it will be very practical. Okay, so here is horizontal baseline, here you know vertical baseline. Here you have the frequencies of assembly 20 meter. I will keep it into 10 meter. If you will close your cross section, it will give more accurate results. Okay, so here additional some assemblies are added. So match properties, merge regions, edit section, you know, if you click on the edit section, you will appear all three elements. You know, here you need to provide the come with the alignment. Here you will have the alignment, cross section, and this. Here you have the 0 cross section, you have the list of cross section. You can click here, so you can analyze your this cross section before going to the final printing or final set out. Okay, so this edit parameters you can use all these one by one. So if I will go in each and every element, it will be more complicated and my exact target will be missed. Okay, So I will just click here this assembly. So you know that side distance drive. So what I will add section, you can add some additional section here. If you think that you are providing some additional section accuracy here, and you observe that there is accuracy required, you can place your section here like this. I will place one section here. Okay, you just enter. Okay, so your additional section already added. Now I want to run my vehicle and I want to check the visuals of this corridor. I will click on the drive page, on this drive button. I will click here and I will click my corridor. If I will click my corridor, the feature lines of the corridor will be here. I will just click here. Okay, so let me fix the speed. The speed is 64. I will reduce the speed. It's up to you. For the visuals, just play. So you can see that your vehicle is on the your designed corridor. So like this you can check your corridors to show you are some bosses or your colleagues to the purpose of civil 3D. So let me check again in the properties of the corridor. So this is very important. Basically our aim is to understand these properties. I will click here the corridor properties. Okay, so this you can change the name of corridors, parameters. This will be very important tool. Okay, so here is a baseline here. So actually we have one baseline. You can change, add another baseline here. Okay, so I will not go with this. That baseline means alignment, we have one alignment, so you can add another alignment here. So but in this case we have only one alignment, so I'll go with this alignment. So here frequencies, you can click. Already I already showed you. This is set targets. Already we have discussed this. Set targets, surfaces. Basically these are the surfaces. Set targets, region. Okay, so you can click here. These are the regions, and right, left, all these are set targets. So if we have more surfaces we can change our left or right targets different, but actually we have one surface, so I will keep my target only one. Okay, so from here start point, add one. So here you can right click and add region, insert region. After, before I already told you, insert region is used to change the cross section, because in this tutorial we have only one cross section, so I will not go with that change. If you have the tunnels, you have bridges, you got many cross section, so you can insert region for that limited RDs, because alignment have from 0 to you are targeted, you are the total length of the alignment. So there are sections, or you have provided the label with the RDs, so you can insert your row, your bridge, your underpass, your tunnel with that RD. So next is important is that I will go with the surface. So here you can see that surface boundary. So we have the surface. Actually this data is link. Okay, top surface, I will add this one. So but I need to create surface first here. Just click here, create a corridor surface. If you click here the corridor surface, then you have to provide the links, you need to provide the datum. I just click here. Okay, datum, I have provided the datum. Okay, then I have click here, the datum will be automatically on my daylight, because I have provided the daylight slopes. Now we have here, you can see our surfaces. I will open. So some additional surfaces, corridor surface. Let me check the corridor surface. Select the corridor surface. Okay, escape first and select the corridor surface. From here select the corridor surface and go to the object viewer. Right click actually, or object viewer, where you want to check your object viewer here. Okay, so this is your corridor surface. Okay, so this is your corridor surface. Now you can see it's similar to your corridor. So this is corridor surface. After comparison of surface, we can find out the quantities, excavation quantities, backfilling quantities. So this is all